We're going to do the wrap up before we do the journey. It's hot today. It's going to storm tonight and then it'll cool down. So I'm going to talk about the ketamine and some other subjects while I wait for it to cool down outside. It's just too hot in the studio, so I'm up here in the living room. I don't have my living room studio set up exactly the way I want it yet. I've got some router stuff coming today to help me make a stable connection in the back. I'm going to rearrange some things in here so I've got a stable connection I can broadcast out here. Then I'm going to set up my studio in the living room for listening. In the bedroom for a listening station, so I can mix in the studio, listen out here, and I can pre-listen in like a small room with small scale, small throw studio monitors, and then come out here to like a house system, so it'll sound like going out to people. I can do a triple check before it ever goes out. I like it. But today's journey was less revelatory and more cementing of what I already had seen and heard and know. Like I said, from the first time I walked in, it just all felt way too familiar. It just all felt way too familiar. It's like I'd been there before, like I'd done it, so I knew I was on the right path. I knew at least I'd done it in the past. I'd done it before. So if I've done it before, that means this isn't our first time. Like, how can I remember something I've never done before? Unless we've done it before. It's impossible, right? Remember this. How? A dream? No. A 48, 50-year long dream? Yes. Because that's way too much information to remember everything. You know what I mean? That's way too much. Imagine you had a dream for 50 years. And then you had to relive every second of it. Exactly note for note. That made me realize what God was talking about. I'll put something blocked before their eyes. Something blocked before them, lest they see with their eyes, hear with their ears, repent, and be converted. If this isn't our first time through, just imagine, which would explain deja vu. If this is a cosmic cycle that goes on forever, and always does and always will, and this is the beginning, this is how it starts. Imagine, like all the troubles we're having now, are God working out the bugs with it his first time through. This part right here, it's at the staging area of being done and ready to open up to the public. Do you understand? And this is the beta test of what he has planned. And that goes on forever. How's he now? Because it keeps narrowing down. People start going to sleep. And he keeps pushing. And eventually they go to sleep. Or we redefine what good and bad is until it becomes fucking needle sharp. And the only one who can fit through it is God by himself, which is the whole thing he was trying to avoid and begin with when he created people. Right? So the beginning is the end. In the end, he's left with only himself. It starts out infinitely just him, and he keeps adding people until it becomes infinitely large. We have all the possibilities, serial killers, all that stuff. Now, those are all him, okay? Those are all parts of him, facets of him, small segments. You see what I'm saying? You package up the things you do not like about yourself into digestible bits. You see what I'm saying? A serial killer with no remorse. We know we don't need that. We know we don't want that as a society. Do we care if that just disappears and go? Where does it go? No, we don't care. As long as it's not bothering us, right? It's in a prison somewhere harassing all kinds of other prisoners. Who cares? Right? That's what we do. Where are they in your mind right now? Who cares? In a prison, sequestered somewhere. What if right now they're just in the black, sleeping, and they're not suffering any pain? Would that satiate you? Or do you have to know they're in pain? You have to know they're burning. Could they just be gone? Like, say we could take the memory away. Could they just be gone, or do you have to seek vengeance? Because if you have to, you belong in that pit with them. Sorry, you do. Um, the people that have caused all the problems in your life that you blame God for. Why did He create you? He doesn't know what He likes and what He doesn't like. He is parsing Himself out into, you know what I mean, equals and opposites. If I like to do this, there must be someone who likes it being done to them, right? There has to be. Now, if they can't match, if they match up, perfect. But if you can't, what would you do? Would you keep trying to find imitation matches and then, like a serial killer, just kill them all? No, then what do you have to serial dating for? Why are all men? How do you know all men are shit? How do we know all women are the same? Serial dating, going through the same shit, tearing through people's lives, destroying shit based on what we want. When we get done, why are we never the asshole in the relationship? And if we are, why do we keep doing it? Serial behavior. And if you get done with it, it's always them that was an asshole. It's never you. It never was just an incompatibility issue. I was telling my mom the other day, we need to start normalizing, instead of dating immediately and going on a first date, there should be a would you like to get to know each other? And that's a whole stage. And you don't jump that stage. Because we are strangers. Yeah, I'd like to get to know you. I'm going to be at the mall Friday, 3. I could do that. Cool. You want me in the food court? Yeah, I was going to go. I'll go by like Taco Bell or something like that. That way you can pick whatever you want. You pick what you want. They pick whatever they want. You pay for what you're going to eat. They pay for what they're going to eat. And there's no expectation. You can talk to each other honestly about honest things. What you honestly want in the future. What you honestly see. And there's no pressure that I have to have it from you. Like, you don't ever want kids? No, I don't ever want kids. That's cool. I really want kids. You see the difference? There's no personal attack in there. Oh my God, he's 25 years old. We go on a date. And like, what are you even going on a date for if you don't want kids? And he's like, oh my God, we go on a first date. She wants kids. I'm not saying I never want them. I'm just saying I'm fucking 28, man. She's 28 and he's not even thinking about the future. I'm thinking about my future. My future. What's going to happen with me? Is that selfish? Sure, but I haven't lived my life. I just got out of living my parents' life for 18 years. I'm just now finding out what it's like to live my life as me. I don't even know what that means yet, 100%, if I'm being honest. I've seen my dad as an example of what a man is, but I don't like that, so I still have to carve out my own image because there's no one. That guy's pretty cool. Oh, he's a dick. That guy's pretty cool. Oh, okay, he's a dick. That guy's pretty. Okay. So everyone on the face of the earth is asshole. Okay, so I just got to carve out my own kind of dickheadness that I am. Okay. Yeah, don't take no shit while you're doing it. Okay, be your own man. Okay, got you. I decide myself what I want. Okay, I'm ready to go meet somebody. Hi, how are you doing? What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know what you want to eat? Whatever you want's fine. What do you mean whatever I want to eat's fine? I know what I want to eat. Well, I want to see if you know what I want to eat. If we've met at this food court 7 times and you always have Taco Bell, and you've always paid your own, and you show up at the 8th time and I have Taco Bell for you, your order, the way you wanted to hold the whatever, you know I'm thinking about you. If not, if I show up and go, hey, what's going on? You know I'm not. The subtle hints are his behavior of who he is, and there's nothing wrong with him for being that. You're just looking for someone else. He may honestly be looking for someone else too. She's cute, but God, the kid thing, you know what I mean? So you're incompatible, and then you know what? You're an alright guy, You'd be right. I have a friend. Yeah, yeah, you and her, because she does the whole collectible thing. I just don't get that. But she has like, okay, she has her own collectibles. She's not into my collectibles. Yeah. So she'll understand where I'm coming from without butting in. I'll go to her conventions and she'll go to mine. I'm cool with that because they're in the same league. It's not like I'll go to her conventions of flowers or dressing and whatever or whatever it is, and then and half-heartedly be there, and then she'll come to my music concert and half-heartedly be there. I mean, she's there for me, but not for the music. You see? We're so busy worried about are you right for me? We don't ever think about am I right for you? You're not ticking this, you're not ticking that, I'm not this for you. I want kids and you don't. We're not together. I want to clean the clothes up and you're not that big of on it. We just shouldn't be together. Katie doesn't care about where her clothes are. And she's always having a problem because guys come over and go, what the fuck? But you guys probably fit in perfect because you both don't give a shit. And now I'm not mad that you're with my best friend and that you're not cheating on me with my best friend. I hooked you up with my best friend, in which case she goes, I know someone to be perfect for you. This is awesome. I know someone to be perfect for you. I met him the other day. It was some guy that I was nowhere near good for me. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, he doesn't. But then now that you mentioned it, when you said that, I started thinking about the people that I've been on a date with. There's a guy, John. He does collectibles. He'd be perfect for you. No. Steve's fucking. He's not as. I admit I needed to clean up a little bit, but not as much as you. Like he keeps it compared to me. He keeps it clean. And I mean, I've relaxed him a little bit, and he's made me a more uptight. Two hoarders together, that's not a good combo. There's nothing to learn. You just sit and sulk in the same sorrow. See, no one grows. And you both stifle each other to death. Entropy. Entropy happens when there's no give back. You see? That's when it dies. Other than that, it harmoniously just keeps cycling. You give, they give. And then you give to each other. It's like a yin yang. And a little bit of you is in them, and a little bit of them is in you. At all times. At all times. You're a hat. Without it, yeah, you can close up and make up, but you'll still have a hole inside of you where they belong. And you better when you open up and you guys attach together. And then it just spirals forever. Exchanging energy, equal and opposite energy. The problem is that the book boyfriends that girls are looking for and reading about, that is real. It exists out there. Women say it's not about the money, it's not about the looks. Then why don't you date a trash man? Why? He has a job, he has a house. He has a job where he lifts weights. He's kind of funky, but he's muscular because he lifts all the time, you know? He's picking up trash, heavy trash. He's making the streets beautiful. He might stink, but he's making the world beautiful. And then he only stinks when he gets home from work. He takes a fucking shower. It isn't like he goes home and he's Oscar the goddamn Grouch. He doesn't drive a dump truck to fucking the 5-star restaurant. What is wrong with you people? So the guy's a nurse. You see, there's more. You're lying. And as long as you're lying to yourself, oh, you'll never be happy. As long as you're searching for someone else's what everybody else wants. Is that really what you want? Or is that what you've been taught that you want? And then you're going to be unhappy trying to figure out why you're not happy. with this normal life. Because you're not normal. You've been pretending. You've been going with the fads of haircuts so people don't make fun of you. You've been going the trends of clothing so you don't stand out. In the photographs, that hipster, he was just himself. He may have made those clothes, but that's such a foreign idea. He has to be a time traveler. Not ahead of his time. If you saw me now, like, how did a guy from the 90s, if I had had hair, the same hair I had back then, and I could, if I darkened, or if you just took a photo from a distance, you might not see all the grays in there, and you'd see my dreaded up hair. I wear the same style of clothes and the same thing. There'd be people with tight clothes on, and there'd be this 90s looking guy. The fuck is he? Time traveler? And then 2000, 100 years from now, why is this 90s guys, 90 guys with the 20, is he a time traveler? No. I just don't give a fuck about your trends. I don't give a fuck about your styles. I don't care. And that was what was cool about the 90s, is because everything came to me. I think that's why my 90s were so good. Because for so much time I've been fighting, And right about my teens and the 20s, everything I loved was in fashion and style. And so when it is, it's dirt fucking cheap. Because there's so many of them selling. The kind of clothes I wore were dirt cheap because so many people were buying them. Now the designer names, no. But my style, yes. My exact style, no, because they had a preppy version, a marketable version of an underground thing. You can't bring... The thing about the underground is it has a touch of personality. Personality is not person. You see? I see the door. Holy shit. It's not fading. It kind of faded a second, but it's weird. I can see. It said I put before your door. I can actually see it. It's like it's calling, and it just slid away. That's crazy. It just slid. Not gone. It's like I'm here waiting. This is the door you go through. Basically, is what I just saw. It had light around it in a black door, almost like in the Matrix type thing, except in the void of my mind of the blackness, there was a off to like kilted like this. So it wasn't straight on, so definitely not something reflection of something here. It was kilted like this, and it was a full rectangle, and light around it coming out from like around all of it, and it was just kind of sitting there, right in front of me, and I felt this is the door that I promised you I'd leave for you, and it was just black. It just sat there, and then the edges started going, and I was like, it's going away. Like, it's not going away. He said he's going to put it there, and that's mine. Basically what he's telling me is when you don't see it, don't worry about it. It's still there. You always have a way out. He said he'd put it away, and I just saw it. I know it's there. I know it. I just saw it. It's just not. It's a rooted belief now. I just saw it. Whether it's a place that exists out there or whether it's something inside my own mind, I don't know. But I'm so at peace now. I know that what he promised is true. I saw the door, and I mentally saw the door. It's pitch black, and there's a darker black surrounded by light. Anyways, personality, person. It's got personality. It's got character. You can only build personality by being a person. You must go out and experience life. You must let it fuck you up. You must make mistakes. There's no such thing as a perfect life, and anyone who tells you that is lying. That's how you get to enlightenment. Live your life. When you have a mistake, do not fear the mistake or the repercussions, but learn from them. understand them. Why was repercussion there? What was the entire cycle? Look at the whole thing. What were the actions that went into it? Don't look at it with blame, because that's the first thing we do as self. Thing to killing ego, you got to put that away. What happened? I was thinking this morning. I was reading an article while I was on ketamine, and it was talking about how scientists now believe that the universe has sprung from three, rather than a big bang, but three different states of time. That is not true. They are seeing the byproduct. I've already explained this to my mom. What they're seeing are the three states of space seamlessly melded together. Listen to me closely, okay? One of those space holds objects. It's called the past. That's where we store evidence, right? That's where printouts, that's where dates, timestamps, video, okay? There's the present, where there's objects that we have from the past to draw into now, like a computer program to load into now to where they should be. This is where we exist. There is a future that holds virtual objects that do not exist yet, okay? Ideas, abstracts, weird things. How can you reach from now? You're in space, okay? Imagine there's us, just imagine, okay? There's a fish tank, for lack of other terms. And your consciousness is in there, and you're looking. There's nothing else besides the fish tank, okay? Don't imagine what's inside. That you're inside the fish tank, and there's nothing else. For this analogy, there is a ball in the far corner, your consciousness in this corner, a box in that corner, and then a button in the far corner. Forever. Unless what? You can get to the ball and then start bouncing it. I can't. Why? It's over there. Well, go get it. I can't. Why? There's no time. Do you understand? So each one of the time of those times is a byproduct of those environments being there, and then the friction of the will to go get it. You have to be able to move through that space. Otherwise, you can have everything in the whole world all around you. There's infinite space, and there ain't shit you can do to interact with it, is there? Why? Because you can't even do this. Because that takes what? Space? No, the space is already there. It takes time. Look. That takes time. Even if it's like that, it takes time. It takes time. The whole motion is that right there. But watch. It takes time. I have the space. I have the energy. I have the object. I have the will. Why? Oh, I don't have any time. Oh, no, I have all the time. So I'm not in a hurry. I don't have to close fist fast. I don't have to yank that over here. I could teleport it here, but why? I have space. I have time. I can go bounce that ball for a while. When I'm done, I'll go put it in that box. And then, just to see what happens, I'll close the box, and that adds a weight to the box. And I'm going to go put that on top of the button over there. And we'll see what happens then. Because I've got space, I've got time, I've got objects, but I don't know what else there can do. If I push that button, it'll be the last thing I haven't done. I've got everything else. Will the aquarium go away, and will there be something outside the aquarium? I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna. I know the ball. I know the box. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with the ball if I can get to the ball. I knew all that. I know I was gonna press that button eventually. That's like the last thing, so I don't know what it's gonna do. So I don't want to press that button. I don't know what it does. But by the time I do that, I'll have done everything I can inside this aquarium and I'll probably be ready to get the fuck out of here. Oh God, I hope it shatters the glass and I can just. I mean, I don't see anything outside. It's all black out there, but it's better than being stuck in this fucking aquarium. Oh fuck, now that I've got time, I can just sit here and ponder. I wonder what's out there. How long have I been sitting here? Who am I? Do I even want that ball? Wait, is this a trap? I mean, because the ball is the right size to fit in the box. Who put us all here? Hang on, we've got time. Hang on. And the last thing to do would be to push the button. You want me to push the button? Maybe I want me to push the button. How do I want me to push the button? So they want me to push the button. And now they're trying to push me and rush me. See? Yeah. I don't like this. I was excited. Now I'm a little scared. But I've already played with the ball. The ball's in the box. Last thing to do is push that button. There's a trick. This is all set up. If this is a learning course, I get it. I got it. I got it. If it's a learning course, I got it. And I'm good. Oh, that'd be great. This is a trick. Hang on, I've got time. I'm thinking. This is pretty important to me. I'm sorry. I'm going to put everything back and go sit for a second. Hang on. Just give me a second, okay?